Dallas Cowboys KaVontae Turpin arrested for marijuana and weapon charges. KaVontae Turpin arrested. Cowboys Pro Bowler faces charges weeks before training camp. Cowboys KaVontae Turpin arrested on misdemeanors in Texas. NFL update. Cowboys KaVontae Turpin arrested. Weapon and marijuana charges explained. Dallas Cowboys KaVontae Turpin arrested for marijuana and weapon charges. In a surprising turn of events, Dallas Cowboys wide receiver KaVontae Turpin was taken into custody in Allen early Sunday morning, facing charges related to weapons and marijuana possession, as indicated by court documents from Collin County. At the age of 28, Turpin found himself booked at the Collin County Jail on 2 misdemeanor charges: possession of marijuana and unlawful carrying of a weapon. The court records reveal that his bond was set at $500, allowing for his potential release pending further legal proceedings. In an effort to provide more context regarding the circumstances of Turpin's arrest, CBS News Texas has reached out to the Allen Police Department for additional information. Updates will be provided as they become available, keeping the public informed about this developing story. Turpin's journey to the Cowboys is noteworthy. He was signed to a 3-year contract in 2022 after showcasing his exceptional skills during a standout season in the United States Football League, USFL. This impressive performance not only highlighted his talent, but also paved the way for his entry into the NFL, where he has since become a recognized player. As we reflect on this incident, it raises important questions about the pressures faced by professional athletes and the choices they make. What do you think about the challenges that come with fame and success in sports? Do you believe that athletes are held to a higher standard, or should they be allowed the same freedoms as anyone else? Share your thoughts in the comments below. KaVontae Turpin arrested. Cowboys Pro Bowler faces charges weeks before training camp. Imagine being on the cusp of NFL greatness, only to have your dreams jeopardized by a single reckless moment. Sounds like a plot twist straight out of a Hollywood drama, right? Well, for Dallas Cowboys star KaVontae Turpin, this is real life. Just weeks before the team's training camp kicks off, the Pro Bowl wide receiver found himself in hot water, arrested in Texas on charges that could threaten his career. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these charges a fair reflection of his character, or is this a case of an athlete being unfairly targeted? Let's dive into the details and unpack what's really going on. KaVontae Turpin, known for his lightning-fast speed and jaw-dropping plays as a wide receiver and return specialist for the Dallas Cowboys, was taken into custody on Saturday in Texas. According to reports from the Dallas Morning News, he was booked into Collin County Jail on 2 misdemeanor charges: possession of marijuana and unlawful carrying of a weapon. For those unfamiliar with legal jargon, a misdemeanor is a less serious crime compared to a felony, but it can still carry significant consequences like fines, jail time, or even suspension from the NFL. Turpin was released from jail the following day, on Sunday, but the fallout from this incident is far from over. Now, let's break this down for beginners. Possession of marijuana means Turpin was allegedly caught with a small amount of cannabis, which, while legal in some states, remains a criminal offense in Texas. The unlawful carrying of a weapon charge suggests he had a firearm on him without the proper legal permissions, another no-no in the Lone Star State. These charges, while not as severe as felonies, could still spell trouble for Turpin, both with the law and with his team. And this is the part most people miss. The NFL has its own code of conduct, meaning Turpin could face additional penalties, like fines or game suspensions, even if the legal system goes easy on him. What makes this story even more gripping is that this isn't Turpin's first brush with legal trouble. Back in his college days at TCU, he was removed from the Horned Frogs football team after pleading guilty to assault charges. This history raises eyebrows and adds fuel to the fire of public opinion. Some might argue, once a troublemaker, always a troublemaker, while others might counter, people deserve second chances, especially when they've worked hard to turn their lives around. Turpin's journey after college wasn't easy. He went undrafted, bounced around various leagues, and fought tooth and nail to earn his spot on the Cowboys roster in 2022. Since then, he's proven his worth, earning 2 Pro Bowl selections in just 3 seasons, largely thanks to his electrifying performances on special teams. For those new to football, special teams are the unsung heroes of the game, handling kickoffs, punts, and returns, moments that can swing the momentum of an entire match. Turpin has been a standout in this area, racking up a league-leading 904 kickoff return yards last season, including a touchdown and earning first-team All-Pro honors. He's also shown flashes of brilliance as a receiver, catching 31 passes for 420 yards and scoring twice. Picture this, a player so fast he can turn a routine kickoff into a highlight reel touchdown, leaving defenders grasping at air. That's the kind of talent Turpin brings to the table, which is why this legal drama feels like such a gut punch to Cowboys fans. But here's where it gets controversial. Should Turpin's past and present legal issues define him, or should his on-field achievements and personal growth take center stage? Some fans and analysts might argue that athletes, especially those in the spotlight, should be held to a higher standard, given their influence on younger audiences. Others might point out that marijuana laws, in particular, are outdated in many people's eyes, especially as more states move toward legalization. Could this be a case of Turpin being caught in a legal gray area, or is it a sign of deeper issues? And let's not forget the weapons charge. While some might see it as a serious red flag, others might argue it's a cultural norm in a state like Texas, where gun ownership is widespread. What do you think? Should the NFL throw the book at Turpin, or is this a chance for leniency and redemption? As the Cowboys gear up for training camp, set to begin on July 21st, the timing of this incident couldn't be worse. The team is preparing for a high-stakes season opener against the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, in a primetime Thursday night football showdown. Turpin's role as a return specialist and occasional offensive weapon could be crucial, but now his availability hangs in the balance. Will the Cowboys or the NFL impose any discipline? At this point, no official statements have been made, leaving fans and analysts speculating about what's next. Here's a thought to chew on. Athletes like Turpin often face intense scrutiny, but does the punishment always fit the crime? For example, consider other NFL players who've faced similar or worse charges. Some have bounced back stronger than ever, while others have seen their careers derailed. What makes the difference? Is it the player's talent, their team's loyalty, or public perception? And here's a question for you, the reader. Do you think Turpin's contributions to the Cowboys outweigh his off-field mistakes, or should the team cut ties to send a message? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you stand on this polarizing issue. For now, all eyes are on Turpin, the Cowboys, and the NFL as this story unfolds. Stay tuned for updates, and if you're hungry for more sports drama, follow along on social media or subscribe to sports newsletters for the latest scoops. Cowboys KaVontae Turpin arrested on misdemeanors in Texas. NFL update. Just months after securing a life-changing contract, one of the NFL's most electrifying players is now facing a legal storm that casts a shadow over his spectacular season. Dallas Cowboys All-Pro return specialist KaVontae Turpin found himself in legal trouble this past weekend. According to official online records, the 28-year-old star was arrested on Saturday by the Allen, Texas Police Department. He was subsequently booked into the Collin County Jail on 2 distinct misdemeanor charges: possession of marijuana, specified as less than 2 ounces, and the unlawful carrying of a weapon. Turpin was released from custody on Sunday after posting a bond of $1,500. This off-field incident comes as a jarring contrast to Turpin's recent on-field triumphs and financial success. In March, his game-changing abilities earned him a significant 3-year, $18 million contract extension with the Cowboys, cementing his role as a core piece of their strategy. His performance last season was nothing short of historic. He masterfully exploited the league's new dynamic kickoff rules, leading the entire NFL with a staggering 33.5-yard average per return. To put that in perspective, that's the second highest average recorded by any player since the 1970 merger. His season was punctuated by breathtaking moments, including a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown against the division rival Washington Commanders. But here's the part most people miss. His dominance wasn't limited to kickoffs. Turpin also housed a punt return for a touchdown, making him the sole player in the entire league to score via both kick and punt returns last season. Expanding his role beyond special teams, Turpin also became the first player in the illustrious history of the Dallas Cowboys to record a receiving touchdown, a kickoff return touchdown, and a punt return touchdown all within a single season. As a receiver, he posted career-high numbers with 31 catches for 420 yards and 2 scores, one of which was an explosive 64-yard touchdown, demonstrating his growing threat in the main offense. But here's where the situation gets controversial for both the player and the team. While these are misdemeanor-level offenses, the combination of charges could attract scrutiny from the league office. The charge of unlawfully carrying a weapon, in particular, is a potential red flag under the NFL's stringent personal conduct policy, even if it doesn't rise to the level of a felony. The league often investigates any and all weapons-related incidents involving its players. This arrest creates an unwelcome distraction as the team prepares for the upcoming season. It raises questions not just about Turpin's judgment, but also about how the organization will handle the situation. So, we have to ask, how seriously should the Cowboys and the NFL treat these misdemeanor charges? Is this a minor hiccup for a young star, or does it point to a larger issue of responsibility for athletes in the spotlight? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Cowboys KaVontae Turpin arrested. Weapon and marijuana charges explained. KaVontae Turpin, the Dallas Cowboys standout wide receiver and all-pro kick returner, has found himself in legal trouble once again, sparking concern among fans and analysts alike. On Saturday, Turpin was taken into custody and booked at Collin County Jail, according to official court documents. The charges? 2 misdemeanors, possession of less than 2 ounces of marijuana and unlawful carrying of a weapon. He was released the following day, Sunday, but the incident raises questions about his off-field conduct and its potential impact on his career. Interestingly, the Dallas Cowboys organization has remained silent on the matter, issuing no public statement regarding Turpin's arrest. This silence might be strategic, but it leaves many wondering how the team plans to address the situation moving forward. Turpin's history off the field is complicated. During his college years at Texas Christian University, TCU, he was a promising talent but faced serious setbacks after being arrested on assault charges, which led to his dismissal from the team. He eventually pleaded guilty, receiving probation and being mandated to participate in an abuse intervention program. This background adds layers to the current arrest, suggesting a pattern that some might find troubling. Despite these challenges, Turpin's path to the NFL was anything but straightforward. Undrafted out of college, he carved out a unique journey through various football leagues, including the fan-controlled Football League, and even took his talents overseas to Poland. His perseverance paid off when he joined the New Jersey Generals in the USFL, where he earned the league's Most Valuable Player award in his sole season. This achievement caught the attention of the Dallas Cowboys, who decided to give him a chance in the NFL. Over the past 3 seasons with the Cowboys, Turpin has accumulated 556 receiving yards, but his true value lies in his explosive kick returning ability, boasting 2 career return touchdowns. His exceptional performance earned him 2 Pro Bowl selections and a coveted first-team All-Pro nod last season, highlighting his elite status in special teams play. Earlier this year, Turpin secured a 3-year contract extension with Dallas worth $13.5 million, signaling the team's confidence in his abilities despite his off-field issues. But here's where it gets controversial. Should the Cowboys continue to invest in a player with a history of legal troubles? And this is the part most people miss. How much should a player's personal conduct weigh against their on-field contributions? As this story develops, it will be fascinating to see how the Cowboys and Turpin himself respond. Will this arrest be a mere bump in the road, or could it derail a promising career? What do you think? Should teams prioritize talent over character, or is there a line that shouldn't be crossed? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.